onwards to pages 42 and 43. Classic frames, traditional builds, trad, the slings of yesteryear and modern classics. The catapult goes back to the vulcanisation of rubber, with one chap, Thomas Hancock, patenting it in the UK on May the 21st, 1845, and another doing so in the USA 3 weeks later on June the 15th. We recall the name Goodyear to do with rubber, but we tend not to hear about Hancock. Goodyear reckoned he had discovered the process in 1839, not what was printed. Error. There must have been homemade slingshots initially, but the commercial slingshot does go back a ways and appeared not long after inner tubes in tyres did. Here in the UK, the ones you recall simply indicate your age. In my case, I go back to being an original purchaser of first a Deadshot and then a Goliath catapult in the early 1970s, and finally a Whammo Powermaster. Later in life, I found a moulded Crossman Starship design that was awfully potent if hard to aim, as it had harpoon tubes, pulleys and a guard to stop injuries. Once I started collecting in the 21st century, I found some old Milbros. I had had mine used as a sacrificial confiscation in my youth. I never knew how many I owned. And then a mint-in-the-box Goliath that I simply had to possess. The Milbros coming back, meanwhile, with SMK, owners of the brand, showing them in their advert. As soon as they exist, we want to see them. So here are the oldies and a repro or two, and then the work of the most prolific, classic gypsy catapult maker of all the UK, Mr. David Brazil. His metal frames are just exquisite, and his last does the expert-grade classic square bands without which no frame is sold. Just check out the breadth of the designs, looks and creativity. His prices are keen, and he sells at shows up and down the land. Catch him on Facebook by asking to be a mate. David Brazil, Catapult Man, is how you will know it is him. Then go look at this rather rough web page from Germany, don't worry, it translates, and marvel at catapult history, because this is all about catapult history, that page. Here on this image we have, well, a beautiful classic one which David actually just gifted me, lovely man. A beautiful brass repro classic gifted to me by Peter Hogan. A little tiny classic beast in the middle of this is made by Asa Wilson, very, very rare. An original Deadshot in perfect condition, as purchased and used by me from the age of 13 and below. A Goliath, same deal. Two Milbros, which I purchased after the event, and a metal reproduction of the Warden, created by Pro Shot Catapults. And here, the Goliath catapult that's mint in the box, which you'll have to see over here as well again. See the difference between the old one with the notches and effectively the new old stock that's never been used anywhere. It says Goliath, showing mint in the box versus battered with dozens of pheasants notched. Yes, this caption here says Editor's Classics Collection, clockwise from the bottom. Yes, brand new Goliath mint in the box, 9 and 6 please, pre-decimal day, 15th February 71. Warden repro frame banded with tubes, Milbro cast metal classic, reg design number 838568, patent 3289001/45. Milbro cast metal classic frame, same reg design and patent but with a later, more precise cast. Goliath, the new square elastic editor's own from 1976. Deadshot, editors from 1974, 2 years earlier. Brass repro classic of uncertain origin. Yes, I do know where that did come from. David Brazil Cowhorn, a precious possession, and that's that one there. And at the very bottom, in the centre, says Asa Wilson Micro Lucky 7 Antler Scale Classic Brass Frame. The pictures on this page. Carved bone, designed by Mrs. Brazil, is a top seller. Two classic generations of Milbros, same patent. Can you see the differences? Classic Stanley frame with pewter pheasant. Small, smooth row antler frame is bullet case ended to make a wicked sling. Below that, USA white deer antler makes stout hunting frames with a pheasant head in pewter. Next to it, black and white, the one for fans of two-tone and ska music. And below that, Goliath showing mint in the box versus battered with dozens of pheasants notched. This is one of my favourite pages in the whole issue.